Complicated? Accrue lets you focus on what is really important. Life. Invest in premium commercial real estate for as low as $1,000 without hassle and worry. Accrue. Making the exclusive inclusive.
Great discussion there. Thank you both. Now, have you ever wondered how to enable more capital efficiency to enable greater liquidity to digital securities? Well, our next group of guests will answer just that. Please welcome Ting Peng of Cointelegraph China as she leads the discussion with Luke Falman of Tokenwise Solutions, Alexander Tkachenko of VNX, Bryan Mint of Republic, and Dan Doney of Securities.
Thank you, Jessica, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Ting, Chief Editor at Cointelegraph China. I'm super excited to be here with Bryan, Alex, and Dan. We know all three of you are building something really interesting here, such as exchanges, fundraising, and tokenization platforms for digital securities ever since 2018. I think we'll have a lot of insightful thoughts from you today for today's topic. Before we start, Bryan, Alex, Dan, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah,
Bryan,
definitely.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Ting. And thank you, everybody at Security Token Summit. My name is Bryan. I'm the co-founder of Republic Crypto, the blockchain arm of Republic. And we are essentially a fundraising platform. You know, we focus on fundraising for all sorts of projects, whether it's tech startups, real estate, gaming, food, and also crypto. We aim to provide a platform in which anybody, whether they're retail or accredited, is able to invest in private equity and startups. So particularly we focus on, at least my team focuses on the crypto projects, those that are using blockchain technology. And we host compliant token sales and allow people to really participate in getting, access to the blockchain ecosystem and investing in tokens. We also have an advisory arm that takes projects in and incubates them to become more mature, and really just trying to support the blockchain ecosystem as a whole. So happy to be here.
Great, thank you. Alex, could you introduce?
Hello, I'm Alexander Tkachenko, and thank you very much for inviting me to speak here. I'm a founder of VNX. VNX is a Luxembourg-based asset-backed token issuance platform. We're focusing on the VC industry and tokenization of the VC deals, syndication of the deals. And we've been in this space for a number of the years, and we were lucky enough to be completing the first VC deal in Europe.
Thank you. Dan?
Yes, I'm Dan Doney. Thanks, Ting. The CEO of Securities. We're a blockchain-based financial service infrastructure company. We're focused on the tokenization of exchange-traded funds, publicly traded instruments, really trying to bring institutional value, institutional assets into the blockchain space. You're muted, Ting.
Ting, I think you need to unmute.
If you can unmute yourself.
There's a button below that you need to click to unmute yourself. Yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Go.
Okay, cool, I'm back. So by looking at today's topic, we know we're asking how to enable more capital to the digital securities here. And so I'd like to start with the background questions here. What is the current landscape of the digital securities first? We know it's been a trendy topic for many years, but we still haven't seen significant traction in the financial world and in blockchain. And why is that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I kind of kick it off. I think for Republic, we've actually been looking at, sitting at the intersection of compliance and tokens and fintech. Security tokens have been something we've been looking at for a very long time. We totally support the movement of digitizing securities. I think that one of the main reasons why adoption has been a little bit slow is because liquidity for these digitized securities or security tokens, or however you want to call them, the liquidity just isn't really there yet. Although I would say, you know, there are many projects that are addressing this. And once there's liquidity, basically a way for people that have these security tokens to exit positions or trade or just do something with them aside from owning them. Once that is solved, we're going to see a little bit more action. At least that's my personal opinion on why it's kind of a little bit slow right now.
Okay, and Alex?
My personal feeling is that there's a number of things that hold the development of the security tokens. I would probably say that two, in my view, are the most important. Again, I'm speaking from Europe, so obviously the situation is different in many other parts of the world. But in my view, that regulation is the number one. It's not the impediment per se, but it's the thing makes a lot of people very cautious, and security laws are different, especially in Europe, in many places, country by country, and still, that's probably number one reason why we don't see a much wider acceptance or adoption. But second one is that generally the early stage of the development of the blockchain technologies, therefore the number of the people with crypto wallets, for example, in Europe is still not that high. That's probably, in my view, the second reason why we don't see a much more widespread adoption.
Alex, I actually have a question for you, because you're in Europe and I'm here in America, and I've always thought that America had the strictest regulations and is very tough to do anything digital security related here, and that's why a lot of projects are actually moving away from America and doing it overseas in Europe or in Asia. And you just mentioned that in Europe, it's also the regulations a little bit tough there too. Like, what exactly is tough there? I'm curious, because we speak with a lot of projects around the world.
Well, here the biggest kind of issue that you see if you're trying to address the European market is that although there is, of course, an EU regulation, the regulator country by country may have different interpretations. That's one. At the same time, there is a number of the countries that, for example, are not members of the EU, and that is, for example, Switzerland. So you still have a certain patchwork of the regulations and regulators who may take one or another position on a particular aspect of the pan-European laws. So that's one thing that a project needs to do, is to navigate that patchwork of the laws. But secondly, Europe, like the United States, is a well-developed economy.